March is National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and the Nebraska Cancer Coalition is working to increase the awareness and importance about getting screened. And today we are joined by Dr. Stephen Mooring. And today we're talking about why it's important to have a primary care physician. Talk about that aspect of, health and why it is important.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Having a primary care physician really is the key to prevention and cancer screening in general. Guidelines change actually all the time, and it's important to have a relationship with a primary care physician who actually has the time to keep up on these changing regulations and guidance principles. And so you can always make sure that you're up to date by making sure you are seeing a primary care physician on an annual basis.
So, Dr. Mooring, when it comes to screening for colorectal cancer, of course, important to have a primary physician. But what are those different options that a physician might educate a patient about?
Yeah, absolutely. There are a number of screening options. So historically, colonoscopy is kind of the gold standard for colorectal cancer screening. And for a lot of patients, that is the best option. With a negative test, that's good for what we call 10 years. But there are other screening options for busy people who are unable to make the time for the prep or be away from their loved ones or their job for an entire day. And so we have options that are stool based where patients can get screened for colorectal cancer in their own home. And the guidance options on that may be every year or every 3 years, depending on the modality. But again, talking with your primary care physician about that can help you pick the right test for you.
All right. One last question. Just remind us, when is it important to start getting this screening done?
Absolutely. So the most recent guidelines have suggested that starting at age 45 is the right time to balance both the benefits and the risks of screening. And so we strongly suggest that all Americans should start screening at age 45 for colorectal cancer.
All right. That again, Dr. Stephen Mooring joining us. Thanks so much.
Thank you.